Whoa, my camera almost just fell and killed me. Holy shit, am I all right? I'm all right. Jesus. What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ. And currently behind me, what you guys are staring at is quite possibly the most controversial tier list that there could possibly be within Dragon Ball FighterZ right now. And the funny part is this tier list comes from the world champion, or the Japan champion, Kazunoko himself. Now, it's funny because I love this. If you become, the best player in the world, you are allowed to say whatever you want because everybody will either believe you or, a lot of people are actually saying his list is just straight up cap. This is lies. There's no way this tier list is wrong. But what I love about Kazunoko is he straight up was like, yo, if you think my tier list is wrong, deal with it because I beat Goichi in a first to 5. How many of you can beat Goichi in a first to 5? So pretty much he just put his dick on the table and he's like, yo, my shit's right. If anybody got a problem with it, square up with me. And that's that. And if we're being honest, his tier list, it's nuts. But at the same time, I feel like it makes sense to me, at least. The only thing that is just crazy in all of itself is how his top 5 is, it has pretty much almost everybody that I personally think is top 5, but he has UI Goku at the top of the food chain. Of course, that character is snapped, he's busted, he's probably gonna get nerfed very soon. Gotenks, who, I've always stated Gotenks to be very, very good at this game, but the fact that he now has his EX Miracle Punch that can literally murder your health at the drop of a dime is actually insane. Of course, he has the Ghost Oki, so the mix is always going to be there. It's crazy. Like, this character is snapped. And then we have Kid Buu, who never leaves the top of the tier list. He personally thinks GT Goku is still very top of the tier, which is honestly true. The character didn't lose much but his level 3 Oki. And the craziest part is he does not have Dragon Ball Z Broly in his top 5. He doesn't think the character is all that, I assume. If anything, if this tier list is completely ordered, he has Z Broly way, way lower than you would think he does. Honestly. And then he continues to put Roshi in that tier of top 5 as well. Again, if this is ordered, Roshi is in this guy's top 5. Now, the thing about Roshi is Roshi's very hard to play, and Kazunoko plays Roshi. Kazunoko uses Roshi. He used Roshi against Goichi in their first to 5 in the finals, and he did very, very well with him. One of the big things about Roshi is obviously his B assist and how amazing it is, how fast it comes out, and the block stun that it uses. It's crazy. And for that alone, to me, Roshi definitely belongs in that upper echelon. But if you don't know how to play the character, then there's you're shit out of luck, right? This character has command grabs. He has a lot of tools in his kit. It's just that, that super dash isn't quite there. We have Bardock here as well. Bardock is another talk of the town recently, where this character people have saying is not top tier anymore. He's probably like mid tier or something like that for a lot of people, and it's understandable why people say that, right? I said in my tier list video how the character is still really, really good. It's just that people or characters are starting to get better than him. He still has all of his tools. He may have lost a little bit of things like, his level 3 Oki, but he still has things he can do off of it. His recovery frames, things literally beat out Round Star Lariat now. There's things that Bardock can't do, but his buttons are still amazing. He still has a plus on block move that does really good chip damage. The character's still really good. It's just that characters are being better than him. Now, when we look at his when we keep going, Hit is very high up on this tier list. What is going on? I think that one is a lot, like that one is making people like probably scratch their heads. But again, I understand this one because if you've ever played a really, really good Hit player, then you know that character can be crazy. I understand that the character has like essentially no mix. You can literally block high and react to his low because his 2M is very, very slow. But this character, his pressure is ridiculous and he can make you do whatever he wants you to do. And I understand it. Team Gohan, he's there too. He's top tier, but surprisingly, he's not, above, GT Goku or Bardock or Hit or where Team Gohan is just crazy. His S tier, it makes sense. Like, I personally think, obviously, this list can be condensed. But Kazunoko believes that all of these characters have very different tiers. He believes that all of these characters can be, certain things stand out about all of them. Like, look at where Android 21 is. Like, that character is really good this season, and he doesn't even care for her like that. Base Goku, same thing. Even like when we get lower, like he doesn't even think Videl is bottom tier. Whoa, my camera almost just fell and killed me. Holy shit, am I all right? I'm all right. Jesus. All right. Are we good now? I don't understand why that quite happened, but we're back. But he doesn't think Videl is bottom tier. He thinks like, obviously she's low, but he doesn't think that she's like, the lowest of the low, right? He has Videl over characters like Android 18, Janemba. Like, that's crazy. His bottom three is Zamasu, Goku Black, and Frieza, which is, that's understandable. I think most people have Zamasu, Frieza, and Goku Black fairly low on their tier list. Frieza has some glaring issues that need to be fixed. Obviously, Goku Black is probably the most unchanged character within Dragon Ball FighterZ. To me, he literally is the definition of what Bardock is truly going through. Characters are just getting better than him. But Goku Black, because he has not really changed much at all, his is way more extreme, where characters just shoot up the tier list over him because he literally doesn't change. Vegeta Blue, I would put Vegeta Blue where he has him because to me, Vegeta Blue is overrated. I understand he can, use these ki blasts and confirm off of them, still get a sliding knockdown, yada, yada, yada. But you have to truly try really hard with that character to be any good. To me, his Rekka series, yes, you can use them as mix, but the fact that you can't truly use all of his Rekka in a block string the correct way doesn't make the mix very potent. You can reflect a lot of it. It's just, there's too many variables that go along with Vegeta Blue. Gogeta, even though the character is pretty decent this season now, still not there, right? The most shocking to me is Goku Blue, who is still very, very good. I think Goku Blue is very top tier, honestly, but Kazunoko doesn't think so. Jiren received some significant buffs, but yet Kazunoko says, right? Like, he has Cooler in A tier. He doesn't think Piccolo's all that good, and this tier list says still a lot of characters are very, very viable, right? A lot of characters you can use any character in the game, and you will, as long as you know how to play them, you're okay. But Kazunoko's tier list is just, it's nuts. But he's the top, he's on the top of the world right now. And that's what you have to say about that. And when we scroll through the comments, right, you can already see right here, Sonic Fox is the very first person to comment. He's like, Kaz, you're a god, but I don't know about this tier list. People are just saying, yo, fam, this is cap. And even Goichi, it's funny because Goichi started to learn English, so him speaking English is funny. Of course, he goes, damn, I lost to him and can't say anything, right? Like, that's how it is. When you are on the top of everybody, you can say whatever you want and get away with whatever you want because nobody can beat you. And that is my discussion about Kazunoko's tier list. I think it's crazy, but I like it. So anyways, guys, what do you think about Kazunoko's tier list? Do you think it's nuts? Do you think it's warranted? Are you cool with it? Are you satisfied with it? Or do you think it's just downright insane? But that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you. Peace out.